Thanks for tuning into Motors, powering your passion for electric vehicles.
Have you ever thought about those subtle things that maybe hold people back from going all in on electric cars?
Hmm.
It's often not just the big range number anymore, right? It's things like how fast can you actually charge it? How usable is it day to
Yes,
day?
back in the whole experience, behind the wheel.
Yes. So today we're doing a deep dive into the new 2026 Polestar 2 upgrades.
Ah, yes. Highly anticipated.
And it feels like these aren't just tiny tweaks. It looks like they're really trying to tackle some of those bigger concerns and maybe redefine what we expect from a premium EV.
That's a good way to put it. They seem quite strategic.
Our source today is a really good overview of all the new features, and our mission for you listening is to basically cut through the spec sheets, the marketing fluff.
Mm-hmm. Give you the shortcut.
Exactly, a shortcut to the important stuff, the real nuggets of knowledge about this updated Polestar 2. We want to connect the tech details to what it actually means for driving it.
Right. So you walk away not just knowing the numbers, but feeling genuinely excited, maybe even a bit surprised.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because I have to tell you, my interest in this car has gone from curious to, well, maybe obsessed just looking at these notes. This feels like more than just a refresh.
I can see why. What's fascinating here is how these upgrades aren't just about bigger numbers for the sake of it. They really feel like a thoughtful refinement of the whole electric driving experience. We'll get into why these specific changes actually matter for you, the potential driver.
Absolutely. And speaking of the driving experience, let's start with the foundation, right? The batteries and how far it can actually go. Autonomy.
The big one. Range anxiety is still a thing for a lot of people.
For sure. Even if it's getting better, it's still there. So how is Polestar tackling this?
Well, for the base single-motor version, the main upgrade is this updated 70 kilowatt-hour CATL battery.
CATL. They're a big name in batteries, aren't they?
Huge. Contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited. Global leaders. Using them suggests Polestar is really leveraging top-tier tech here. It's not just a minor swap. CATL is known for pushing energy density and efficiency. It's about balancing performance and maybe cost-effectiveness, too. A smart move.
Okay, so top-tier battery tech. But what does that mean for the actual distance? How far can you go on a charge with this base model? That's the key question.
Right, so for that standard version, you're looking at an approved WLTP range of 554 kilometers.
WLTP, remind us quickly what that stands for.
Ah, yeah. Worldwide Harmonized Light Vehicles Test Procedure. It's the global standard, meant to be more realistic than the older tests.
Gotcha. So 554 kilometers, that's a decent jump from the previous 546 kilometers. Shows they're squeezing out more efficiency.
It is. A noticeable improvement. Definitely shows a commitment there.
Okay, nice step up for the standard. That's important for accessibility. But what about those of us who do longer drives? Or just want that extra buffer? The long-range versions always tempt me.
You and many others. So for the long-range models, that's the single motor, dual motor, and the performance ones that go in bigger, up to 82 kilowatt-hour batteries now.
82 kilowatt-hour. Okay, now we're talking. That's where it starts to really challenge the big players, isn't it?
Precisely. This is where Polestar really pushes the boundaries for this segment.
So give us the headline number. What's the maximum range we can expect from those bigger batteries for the people who really want to go the distance?
Up to 592 kilometers WLTP on the long-range versions.
Wow. 592 kilometers.
Yep. And that number isn't just for show. It puts the Polestar 2 squarely against cars like the Tesla Model 3 long range, maybe the BMW i4. It's clearly aimed at those drivers who might have seen range as a barrier before. It's a statement.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. 592 kilometers. That covers my entire week of errands and then some. No more charging anxiety for this dream car. That almost entirely eliminates range anxiety for most people, I'd think.
For a huge number of use cases, yes. It makes it a very strong contender for daily driving and those longer road trips. Makes an EV as the only car much more feasible.
Exactly, it opens things up. But okay, range is one thing. What about getting that range back? Charging speed is just as crucial, right?
Absolutely. There's nothing quite like plugging in and knowing you won't be stuck there forever. Quick turnaround is key.
Tell me about it. Finding a charger only to see it'll take ages.
Yeah.
What's changing with the 2026 model on charging?
Good news there, too. For that base standard range version, the DC fast charging capacity gets a pretty big boost. Up to 180 kilowatts now.
From what? What was it before?
It was 135 kilowatts. 180 is a significant jump. It brings that base model much closer to the charging speeds you'd expect on higher-end EVs.
Wow. Okay, 180 kilowatt is solid. So practically speaking, what does that mean for charge times? If you're on a trip, need a quick boost?
It means you can go from 10% to 80% charge in roughly 26 minutes.
26 minutes, that's quick.
It's a significant improvement. Makes longer trips much less of a hassle, and even just quick top-ups during the day become really viable.
Yeah, 26 minutes, grab a coffee, check some emails, and boom, you've got substantial range back. That really changes the feeling around charging, doesn't it? Less of a chore, more of a quick pause.
Precisely. And for the long-range versions, the ones with the bigger 82 kilowatt batteries.
Do they charge even faster to compensate for the bigger capacity?
They do. They support up to 205 kilowatt charging.
205?
Yep. And interestingly, despite the larger battery, the 10 to 80% charge time is still very quick, around 28 minutes.
Only 2 minutes more for a bigger battery? That's impressive engineering.
It really is. They've balanced it well. And thinking bigger picture, this kind of fast charging is just essential for making EVs truly seamless, especially for travel. A few minutes saved here and there really add up, and 205 kilowatts puts it ahead of quite a few competitors in this price range, actually.
Imagine pulling over for a coffee and knowing your car is basically ready to go by the time you're done. This truly feels like a game changer for long EV trips. Makes it feel almost normal, like stopping for gas.
That's the goal, I think, reducing that friction. Now, beyond the battery and charging, which are foundational, Polestar is also focused on performance and design. The things that really grab your attention first, maybe. Define the car's character.
Okay, now you're talking my language. Performance. Let's get into the thrill factor. What kind of power are we looking at, especially for the performance versions? Polestar has that sporty edge.
They definitely do. For the performance models, you're getting up to 350 kilowatts.
Which translates to?
A very healthy 476 horsepower.
Nice.
And that means 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 4.2 seconds.
4.2. Okay. That's properly quick. That's deep into sports sedan territory, but silent EV torque quick.
Exactly. It's not just raw speed, though. It's about how they tune it, the driving dynamics. They aim for engaging.
Right. That instant acceleration is addictive. But Polestar isn't just about speed, is it? That minimalist Scandinavian design is such a big part of their appeal. What's new on the design front? Anything to catch the eye.
For sure. There's a subtly updated external design, tweaks to the front, but also, importantly, new color options.
Ooh, colors?
Yeah, and the highlight seems to be this new one called Dune.
Dune. You said Dune. Okay, stop right there. That sounds incredible. I need to picture this. Earthy, sophisticated.
It sounds like it. Adds a different kind of modern feel, moving beyond the usual EV palette.
I'm so intrigued by Dune. Okay, moving inside. What about the tech, the infotainment? That's like the car's brain now.
Big upgrades there, too. The system will be faster, feel much more modern. They're using a new Qualcomm Snapdragon processor.
Ah, Snapdragon, like in high-end phones.
Exactly the same idea. Means it can handle complex stuff smoothly, graphics, maybe some AI features, multitasking, just a much more fluid, responsive experience, making the tech feel as premium as the rest of the car.
That's crucial. A laggy screen can ruin the whole premium feel.
Totally. And for the audiophiles.
Yes. Tell me more.
There's an option for a premium Bowers & Wilkins sound system. 14 speakers.
14 B&W speakers. Okay, seriously. The new Dune color, 4.2-second acceleration, a snappy Snapdragon infotainment, and a 14-speaker Bowers & Wilkins system. I might actually melt. This isn't just a car, it's an experience. It's my car, the car. Every detail sounds amazing.
Well, putting aside your future ownership plans for a moment.
Yeah.
These elements together, they aren't just add-ons. They really contribute to that overall premium feel. It shows Polestar is focused not just on efficiency numbers, but on actual driver enjoyment and comfort. Performance, design, tech, they all come together here.
It sounds like a truly compelling package, hitting all the right notes for me.
It certainly positions the Polestar 2 very strongly in that luxury EV space. It needs to be more than just capable, it needs to be a pleasure to be in.
Okay, you've sold me on the experience.
Yeah.
But all this premium goodness, it leads to the practical question, doesn't it? Price. Is it going to cost the earth?
That's always the bottom line, isn't it? Well, the good news is Polestar has confirmed what they're calling competitive prices.
Competitive like? Give us some numbers.
For the base version, it starts around $62,400 in the US and about $55,800 in Italy.
Okay. 62 grand US, 56,000 euro. Considering the range, the charging, the performance, that new interior tech, that actually does sound pretty competitive against its rivals.
Right. When you factor in the upgrades, it looks like a strong value proposition for the level of tech and design you're getting.
It really does. Okay, so competitive pricing. Check. When can we actually expect to see these on the road? because, hypothetically speaking, my driveway's looking a bit bare.
Chuckles lightly. Patience. It'll be available in numerous markets, but deliveries are expected starting late 2025.
Late 2025. Okay, not too far away. Time to start saving or, dropping hints.
Indeed. The anticipation is definitely building. Polestar seems ready to make a splash with these updates.
So summing it up, the source basically concludes, new Polestar 2 combines major tech and performance boosts but keeps the price competitive. Ideal for someone wanting premium electric, more range, fast charging, modern design.
That's a fair summary.
And, when you say competitive pricing, you list off all those amazing features like the dune color and that Bowers & Wilkins sound system.
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking, what an incredible gift this would make for, a very enthusiastic podcast co-host, perhaps. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'll take it in Dune, please.
Well, that's certainly one way to look at competitive pricing.
Yeah.
But shifting back to you, our listener, what this really means is you're getting a lot of sophisticated tech and design for your investment. It really strengthens the Polestar 2's position in a market that's evolving incredibly fast. It's a well-rounded package addressing key EV concerns.
It really is impressive how refined these cars are getting.
Which, this whole deep dive into the Polestar 2 upgrades, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? We've seen huge leaps in range and charging speed.
Yeah.
But as the tech keeps racing ahead, what's the next big frontier for EVs beyond just those numbers? What's your non-negotiable feature for the car of the future? True self-driving, super personalized interiors, something totally different.
Ooh, that's a great question to leave everyone thinking about. What is next? And while you ponder that, if you enjoyed this deep dive today, please do give this episode a like and definitely subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our next conversation. It really helps us bring you more of these knowledge shortcuts.
That does indeed.
Until next time, stay curious.
And keep driving towards the future.